Why can love turn into a curse? This video is not an official explanation. It is an unofficial cultural and historical analysis based on impressions from the story. No official images, anime footage, manga panels, or official logos are used. In the previous episode, we connected Rika's impression to Japanese vengeful spirit belief and Goryeo culture. This time, we go one step deeper and ask why love itself can begin to look like a curse. The first important point is that love is not originally something frightening. Promises, memories, and prayers can support people as they continue living. In Yuta Akatsu's impression, what appears first is kindness and the wish to protect something precious. So this is not a story about treating love as evil. The problem begins when that love becomes too strong. In Japanese stories, promises and vows are often shown as things with powerful force. Words spoken while alive can remain even after death. That feeling appears often in stories of strange beings and vengeful spirits. A promise can be beautiful, but a promise that cannot end can also become heavy. Here, love slowly leans away from support and toward the inability to let go. When people lose something precious, they do not always move forward simply by forgetting. Sometimes, because something was lost, the memory becomes even stronger. I want to forget, but I cannot. I want to accept it, but I cannot. When that feeling remains deeply, the memory and regret left behind can seem more powerful than the dead themselves. Yuta's fear does not come from coldness. It comes from emotion that is too strong. And love and attachment exist very close to each other. Love is the feeling of treasuring another person. But when the fear of losing them becomes too strong, it can turn into a force that tries to keep them close instead of setting them free. Attachment is not the opposite of love. It is more like the shadow that appears when love goes too far. In the impression of Yuta and Rika, that boundary feels extremely close. Wishes and prayers also begin as gentle things. Please let me protect this. Please do not let me lose this. Please let things stay as they are. But when that prayer becomes too deep, it starts to look like a force that keeps someone tied to this world. Culturally, there are many stories where a strong wish affects the dead or changes the shape of reality. Prayer can be a form of salvation, but a prayer that cannot accept an ending can also look like a chain. At this point, love is still a force of protection, but it begins to take the shape of a curse. Yuta's story feels painful because love stands at the center of the fear. He is not trying to hurt someone. The wish to protect is simply too strong. That kindness can end up looking like a chain that cannot let go. That is why Yuta does not feel like only a dangerous person. He feels like someone carrying the weight of love. Love can support people. But when an unfinished promise, an unacceptable loss, and a prayer that goes too deep overlap, love can begin to look like a curse. In Yuta's impression, fear and kindness rise at the same time. That is why the question remains, why does love become a curse? Next, we will look at Yuta's bloodline and impression through Sugawara no Michizane and Goryeo culture.